up, YouTube? I'm right here at the Las Vegas Invitational. It's the last day, Sunday, and right now everyone's at the NASCAR events. You can probably see everybody in the stands back there. Wanted to make this quick little video because I got people asking me if I still got a YouTube channel, and before I keep going further, I'm recording today on my phone, so I don't have my gimbal to like help steady, you know, the video. So be patient with me on this video. It's not going to be as best or as good as the other ones. I just want to do a quick little update on my dash. This is the last thing that I didn't finish on my videos. So I completely finished the 379 square dash inside here. This is what it looks like. So finished it off with pleather, did leather stitching, kind of like the new pickups come. Interior wise, got a powder coated white floor, did some pinstriping, but because of the floor mat rubbing on it, it's been kind of like washing off a little bit here and there. All my pinstripe is done by Jake B. He's out there in Fresno. Jake, if you're watching this, shout out, dog. You fucking do some amazing work. He did the inside, the outside. So I got my floor pinstriped. I got my shifter plate pinstriped up. I got the inside of my visor lettered out. Easier said than done. I came up with that idea whenever I was doing the dash swap. It was an idea I've always had for many years. I never wanted to get into a 389 because I hated the 389 dash, the roundness of it. So I ended up going through with this idea. It's been one hell of a project. It's finally done. Obviously, it's been done for a while, since the beginning of the year. I just haven't had time to break away and make a video besides today. So it's what I got. It's what I got done. Everything got reskinned on the interior. It was all brown, so everything's all black. Matching seats. You know, the Peterbilt mid backs, the Atlas Sears. So I think it flows really nicely. I got a 12-inch subwoofer in the center for a console. I got like a cup holder back underneath there and all that stuff. As far as the rest of the interior, I have a pretty decent sound system, I would say. It's all Hertz SPL show, so I got Hertz 8-inch on the doors, paired up with 2 horns. I got Hertz 6.5s on top, paired up with a horn next to it on each one. Got a Sony deck on top. So you might ask, why is my deck up there? I have no room on my dash. Let me get inside a little bit better. I have no room on my dash to put a radio. As it is, I had to pick what gauges I wanted and didn't want. So, therefore, there was no room for a radio anywhere. My brake knobs, I ended up putting them right there. Usually on a 379 dash, you have a AC system right there. Usually on the 379, the brake knobs are on the top. I put those in the bottom. I put my cigarette lighter, the multimedia cord, all that. So this runs to the actual Sony deck. It's plumbed all the way to the top. So I plug it in. I'll have my CarPlay, all that good stuff. The other 2 are just cigarette lighters. So that's why my radio is up top right there. Got my CB. I know not many people use them very much, but I needed a CB for whenever I'm out running on the road with my dad or anybody I know. But yeah, that's stereo. Sick audio fabrications over there in Modesto. He hooked me up with all the components and all that. I brought him back over here to install them all myself, since the whole interior was gutted. The truck wasn't able to move, and I didn't want to go put it back together and then 2 months later put all the stereo wiring and all that. So have my power cables ran to the back, so they actually go through the back cross member across through that side. All the amps are on that side, and I'll go back to that side to go show you guys where it's all mounted up at. I'll get to the rest of the truck now and be able to take a little walk around of all the trucks. They're really nice trucks, really nice turnout this year. And more pinstriping on this side to match the other side. So this side, obviously, I don't get no traffic because nobody's sitting on this side. So it's still intact pretty much to the T. But let's see. I can't really move that seat with the phone in my hand. So I have all my amps right here. I'm running all JL audios. So I have one amp running the components. I have the other amp running the horns. And I have one amp running the subwoofer. So there's 1200 watt amps on the top. I believe the bottom subwoofer is another 1200. So yeah, I'm running all that. So these are the horns. Here's components for those of you guys that don't know. So I got one amp running all these component speakers. I got one amp running these horns. So don't need it to be that way. I could have went to a bigger amp or a different amp and ran them all to one and kind of bridged them together, whatever, tie them together. But I felt better doing that. I could diagnose the problem a little bit easier. I could shut the horns off so I can see if the components are working good, or vice versa. I can shut off the components and make sure the horns are sounding good. Constantly doing a little checkup on this thing to make sure everything's doing good. But this is the passenger side of the dash. As far as right now, everything is functioning the way it should. My blender doors, they blend from the top to the bottom. AC works, vents work. I have no low pressure issues. Probably have a fan going out pretty soon. It's got 800,000 miles on the truck and trailers. Well, not trailers, but just the truck. So that's still the factory component. Everything's functioning. The only thing I do have, my AC knobs are on the bottom right there. The only thing I do have, which is not so much an issue, but just something like a wiring thing, is the fact that I have I'll have obviously the defroster, the vents pointed to the defroster, which should be going out of the bottom, out of the top. So when it's in defroster mode, it's coming out of the front vents. And vice versa, when I go to the front vents, it's coming out of the defroster. Not a huge issue, but the downfall is in the wintertime, the windows start fogging up and I want to turn the defroster on so I can defrost the front windows. So obviously I got to put it to the front vent to be coming out of right here in order to come out over here, if that makes sense. So when I do that, the AC pump will not stay kicked on because it doesn't recognize that, hey, we're on defrost mode, we're on front vent mode, but it's just coming out of the top. So that's my only issue, is I need to swap that out. If anybody has any kind of advice or a lead on how I can kind of get that swapped out, then that'd be very much appreciated. So that's the only thing. Besides that, everything functions. Here's a better view of the panels. I had Jordan, he's from out there in Dos Palos. I think he moved to Madera Ranches now, but Jordan CNC'd my panels, so to fit all the 39 gauges, the switch layouts, all that good stuff. We even did the designs, a couple pinstripe designs on each side. On the bottom end, you can see right there. So that's all pinstriped up. He did all that with the CNC machine. Shout out to Jordan. Appreciate the help on this. We had to go through a couple panels in order to make sure it all stays right. But yeah, it's been one hell of a project doing all this stuff. So that's all done. Shifter, I shortened it all up, did just a little glitter ball. I went with the old style, range selector. It's just a 10-speed for the meanwhile. Once this thing goes out, then I'll swap with the 13, and it'll be two of them, one on the front, one on the back. But for now, it's doing good. So that's the truck so far. That's the dash conversion. Apologize to anybody that's been waiting for an update video of what it looked like, but this is what the interior ended up being like. So hopefully it ties in together with the whole entire truck. That was my goal, is that I opened my doors and you've seen the ugly light brown Peterbilt color. So now it's all black with stitching that matches the dash. Black with the white floor. Should have went maybe black floor too, to be completely black, but I'm a fan of a lot of polish and stuff like that as well. So I have my chrome accents. I got a chrome fuse panel door over there. I got my chrome little plates that I made myself to put all this stuff on. Chrome plate behind stainless plates to mount the brake knobs, to mount the cigarette lighter. Billet panels, polished, chrome vents, white floor, kind of tying with the outside. So you got obviously the black and white truck. So you got the outside black and white. And for those of you said that the truck doesn't work, truck does work, and it's been working pretty often lately, so everybody has been talking all that smack. You guys can find a new reason to start saying that you guys can't keep up, you wouldn't be able to keep up a truck that clean if you guys are working on it. So I got about 4 months on the inside wheels not being polished. I try to maintain them the best I can. Obviously they're not mirror finish. The outsides, I touch them up, pretty easy to maintain. I put a new set of quarter fenders on just because the other ones were bent as shit on the bottom end. These are 34s. They're a little too long for what I need them to be. Probably need to cut 2 inches off them. But this is what a truck looks like when it's working and getting cleaned up. I spent a lot of time cleaning. It's not easy. I'm not sitting here trying to brag saying that it's easy. It's not easy. I'm out in the hay fields. You can ask a lot of people about it. Say, hey man, have you seen that truck out in that field? Yep. How does that guy come out? But it's doable. It's just really hard. Take a lot of time. You lose sleep, all that stuff. But that being said, I'll close off the doors. We'll go take a walk around with the trucks. This Japanese truck's right here, 359. One badass truck. It's 389 or 37. No, excuse me, 379. Woo! Very cool people. If you ever get a chance to talk to them, very, very cool people. See some more rides over here. Got Josh's truck over here on this side. Caravan. Another badass ride right here. Not a lot of you guys probably recognize the truck going to Matt's and different big shows like that. Coach Transportation. And there's still a lot more dreads up front. I'll keep walking around so you guys can kind of see the show. Nice and beautiful yellow Kenworth, double seat. A lot of working show trucks here, and they are beautiful. Whataburger. That's one clean ride right here. I'm 99% sure that's a 54 custom trailer right there. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jimmy Farrell built this ride, or maybe not all of it, but did a lot of work to it. A lot of nice details on this truck. Sweet little ride right here too. Shit stain. You guys familiar with this truck? And Red Swiss 359 build is badass. So much detail to this truck. It's my first time seeing this truck in person. I missed Matt's this year, wasn't able to go. But let me tell you, this thing does not disappoint. from Seaville. Another badass build right here. Woo-wee. It's got the mechanism to open the hood with the button. So cool. Brought us $379 on the back of it. A lot of custom work done to this thing. Freaking sweet. A lot of chrome, a lot of stainless. Badass truck. Stan Silva's got it going on. That trailer. Get down some of these trucks here in the back. Badass rides here. This one right here, it's got to be one of a kind. 3-axle in the back, all connected, by the way, not just one dummy axle, all connected. It's on 255s, 2 half fenders put together. Just sweet. New 589 right here. Pretty done up real nice. Them berries know what they're doing on trucks. This is a sweet ride as well. Old style paint scheme right there. Don't get no cooler than that. Cat motors. Something all the California folk don't know about. Well, they used to know about, not no more. A lot of badass rides here. So, yeah, if you guys are ever looking for a truck show in the Vegas area, every year Sherry's trying to do this truck show, and it ties in with the NASCAR event. So I believe it's going to be around the same time frame, you know, October 9th, 10th, 11th, around there. So this is all in the fan zone. So you got the NASCAR going on inside there. The race is still going. If you can hear the cars in the video, then you know the race is still going on. But this is all the fan zone. This is all free to get in here. All you need to do is get checked in, metal detectors, all that good stuff. And this is all the fan zone. That's all free for somebody to come into. The only thing they charge for the tickets to get into the actual NASCAR. But this is all the fan zone. It's large car invitational. Put on by Sherry Parker, the whole Colster family. Very nice people to meet up with, cool show to come out and see, and a lot of badass rides. And let me tell you, a lot of them are hard-working trucks, and they all do the same exact thing: bust ass, lose sleep, clean their truck, make money. Hats off to a lot of these guys. I feel pretty stoked to be parked in the same lot as a lot of these badass rides, because let me tell you, there is some large cars here. So, hand's getting kind of tired of holding this phone, so I'm just gonna end it off right here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed my interior update. Maybe some advice on my AC conditioning to make it to where the front vents go to the defroster. The defroster will revert back up there. If anybody knows anything, just give me a holler. And I'll try to do some more videos, get up back on YouTube, share some more content a little bit. Until next time, YouTube.